It's mid-November 2025, and across North America and Europe, autumn's chill is missing. Lawns are still green, and heavy coats remain in closets. This mild start feels like a gift, tempting us to believe winter will be easy. But this is the mild start deception, a false sense of security that can leave us unprepared. Early warmth is no guarantee of a gentle winter. In fact, it often signals the opposite. The atmospheric patterns behind this calm are unstable and can shift quickly. The sun's angle is dropping, and the Arctic is quietly building its reservoir of cold. We must not let a few weeks of mild weather fool us. When we get used to warmth, we delay winter prep. Snow tires, heating checks, insulation. This psychological trap can have real consequences. The atmosphere doesn't remember November when January arrives. A mild start is just that. A start, not a forecast. The real story of winter 2025-26 is only beginning. Don't mistake this calm for a trend. Stay vigilant. Winter's full force can arrive suddenly, no matter how warm it feels now. Human psychology shapes how we prepare for winter. Mild, sunny days create recency bias. We expect the trend to continue. This illusion leads to complacency. Stores delay stocking supplies, cities postpone readiness, and the media fuels the endless autumn narrative. The longer the warmth lasts, the more our habits adapt. But the atmosphere doesn't care about our expectations. Patterns forming far away, high in the stratosphere, deep in the Arctic, are what matter. The mild weather is likely due to a temporary high-pressure ridge which can break down fast. When it does, Arctic air can surge south, shattering our illusion. We must fight this bias, and remember, winter is a 3-month season, not defined by its first few weeks. Separate current comfort from future preparedness. Recognize the trap of a mild start and prepare for all possibilities. Don't let pleasant weather lull you into inaction. Seasonal forecasting isn't about daily temperatures. It's about broad trends. Forecasters study climate drivers like El Niño, La Niña, and ocean temperatures to predict the season's tone. Warm or cold ocean anomalies steer storm tracks and influence the jet stream. Siberian snow cover in autumn is another key signal. More snow can weaken the polar vortex, setting up severe cold later. We use computer models to simulate the climate, running many scenarios to get a range of probabilities. These forecasts aren't crystal balls. They're tools for managing risk. A mild November doesn't rule out a harsh January. The science is about probabilities, not certainties. We watch distant signals, not just local weather. Understanding these drivers helps us prepare for what's coming. The polar vortex is a vast, spinning pool of cold air over the North Pole. In winter, it's strongest, locking frigid air in the Arctic. When stable, it keeps the cold contained and mid-latitudes mild. But powerful atmospheric waves, often triggered by Siberian snow or warm air intrusions, can disrupt it. A weakened vortex wobbles, letting lobes of Arctic air plunge south. This is when we get severe cold outbreaks, not because the vortex appears, but because it's disrupted. The jet stream buckles, guiding cold deep into North America and Europe. A mild start often means a strong vortex, but this can change quickly. The conditions for disruption build quietly, then strike suddenly. The polar vortex is always there. It's the instability that brings winter's drama. Don't be fooled by early calm. The real action can arrive with little warning. A mild start doesn't mean a mild winter. The same high-pressure patterns bringing warmth can send energy into the Arctic, destabilizing the polar vortex. This sets the stage for a sudden stratospheric warming, an event that can flip the season's personality. When this happens, the jet stream becomes wavy and Arctic air can surge south for weeks. The result? A dramatic shift from calm to severe cold and snow. The first half of winter doesn't predict the second. Signs of pressure on the vortex are already appearing. A gentle November can be followed by a brutal January. Those lulled by early warmth are the most vulnerable. The winter of 2013 to 14 is a perfect example. It started mild, with little sign of trouble. Then, in January, the polar vortex was disrupted, unleashing record cold across the US cities like Chicago, faced life-threatening wind chills. Millions were caught off guard. The cost was billions, and lives were lost. Complacency from the mild start led to chaos when the cold hit. The lesson early calm means nothing about the end. Severe winter can develop quietly, then strike hard. Don't repeat the mistakes of the past. Prepare, no matter how gentle the start. Meteorologists use weather balloons and satellites to monitor the polar vortex. Balloons measure temperature, pressure, and wind up to the stratosphere. Satellites provide a global view, tracking temperature changes and vortex structure. Microwave sensors see through clouds, giving detailed data over the poles. This information feeds into computer models for both seasonal and short-term forecasts. We watch for signs of sudden stratospheric warming, rapid warming and wind reversals. When models agree, we get a week or two of warning before surface impacts. We also study historical analogues, past years with similar setups. Combining real-time data, models, and history helps us anticipate the vortex's next move. It's atmospheric detective work, piecing together clues to predict winter's twists. The biggest danger of a mild start is complacency. People delay winter prep, thinking there's plenty of time. When cold hits suddenly, many are caught unprepared, leading to frozen pipes, stranded cars, and health risks. Communities face overloaded power grids and delayed snow removal. Abrupt shifts magnify these problems. We must fight complacency at every level. Individuals, officials, and forecasters alike. Underestimating winter is a risk to safety, property, and lives. Don't gamble on mild weather. Prepare for the worst. Don't let mild weather delay your preparations. Check your heating system and insulate pipes now. Seal drafts around windows and doors. Install snow tyres before the rush and assemble a car emergency kit. Keep your gas tank at least half full. Stock up on food, water, flashlights, and batteries for power outages. Make a family emergency plan, including where to go if you lose heat. Stay informed. Watch for terms like polar vortex disruption or sudden stratospheric warming. Sign up for local weather alerts. Listen to expert forecasts, not just the weather outside your window. The story of winter 2025-26 is far from over. Prepare during the calm, not after the storm hits. Readiness now means safety later.